Hola YouTube y bienvenido. Oh, sorry. I was stuck on something else. Hey YouTubers, what's up? Welcome back to the Guitar Dungeon. Here we are again with something new for you. Today we're rocking something a little bit different. As you can see, we have a Gretsch, but we're talking resonator today. This is a Gretsch G9220 Bobtail round neck resonator. Can you put any more in the description, right? So anyway, yeah, this is an acoustic electric resonator that I've had for a couple of years. I've played it out many times. We'll go over, the pros and cons of the Gretsch resonator. This here, show you what style of tuners. We're going with the old school open tuners, like what is here. This is a nice sunburst type of finish with a good binding across it. Your little F holes right there, and then we have the resonator part. There are different types of resonator. This is the resonator, what they call it, right? Is the basket thing inside there. There's spider resonators, there's biscuit resonators, there's, whatever. This is more the biscuit style resonator. A lot of it doesn't really have much to do with sound as much as it has to do with design. Make sense? I don't know if it does or not, but that's the way that I play it. I don't know. This one I ended up getting just because I needed an acoustic electric resonator for a project I was in at the time. I had an acoustic one that I would put a mic in front of, but with the band that I was playing with, that wasn't always practical. Things got bumped around, or our sound wasn't really good in some areas, so I ended up looking for an acoustic electric, and that's what I found here. This is a style that has the jack built right into the strap button on the back. So, it is a smaller, it's very lightweight, it feels like it has a smaller scale to it, which a lot of stuff I don't end up, figuring out a lot of stuff. Right? Because typically I keep this in an open tuning, which is what it's in right now. It's in an open G tuning, so you can play it with some slide. That's a good tone for being acoustic. It'll put it out there. To me, though, acoustically, it's always seemed... I got weird shadows going on here. Let's get rid of some of this. Stuff hanging from the ceiling. Sorry. I'm in a dungeon, right? That's how it's supposed to work. Anyway, compared to I have a acoustic resonator that really, puts the sound out there so much better. This kind of sounds thin acoustically, to me anyway. You can plug it in though, and you do get, a much better tone, because it actually has right there where the bridge is, you have a piezo pickup built in to that bridge, hiding underneath that resonator. So, plugged in though, it gets good tone. I dig it, right? It's what led me to get it. So, it filled a need. With that being said, is it worth the money that I spent into it? Not really. Gretsch is a good name. They make good guitars. They make good product. I can't complain about that. And I was trusting with, what I was getting with the Gretsch name. And this has let me down multiple times. Sorry. It's just the truth, right? They can't all be winners. That's what I keep hearing. Issues that I've had, there is a frame built into the resonator itself that if you don't get adjusted just right, it'll rattle. As you're playing, it'll rattle, and it does get picked up by the pickup, and that projects out into your crowd. Found that one out on stage. So you have to make sure that's adjusted right in there. Everything is tightened down. There's an inner screw in there. Let's just put it this way. I learned a lot about resonators that I never really wondered about so much, because I've had to take this one apart to repair things as I've gone. I've had to have the jack, I had everything pulled apart and have the jack basically reinstalled. Thanks, Brandon, for that one, by the way. It's given me constant problems. It sounds good, it can be good, but if you're going to buy it brand new and think that you're going to pick it up out of the box and go out and you're going to start, take it on tour or something, that's not going to be a thing. You're going to constantly be messing with it. Even after you've played it and you think everything's fine, hey, vibrations, everything starts loosening up on you again. That's been the experience that I've had anyway. Like I said, if you spend the time with it and you get everything dialed in, it does sound good. It's got a good output. So, I can't complain about that. But I've just dealt with a lot of stuff with this, and it hasn't been my favorite instrument. I know I've done other reviews on some things, and I've had glowing, wonderful things to say about them, and that's because it's true. This one, not a whole lot. It sounds good. It's done the job for what I needed it to do. As for the price, these run for about $600 new, and they're, it depends on what you got in your budget. There are cheaper resonators on the market that are better quality. I'll go over that in another video. But shop around, do your research. If you're got the money to throw out and you want to rock, the Gretsch name because that's all you've ever owned is Gretsch or whatever, go for it. Yeah, it'll be worth your time. You're going to have to do some repairs. You're going to have to do some mods as you go, but that may be your thing. To anybody else that's just starting out wanting to play a resonator, I highly recommend going with something cheaper. That's going to be, more durable, maybe. If you are a seasoned resonator player and you want to try something different, I would suggest taking the money that you were going to spend on this and investing in something else. Just like I said, if you had one, if you found it for a really good deal, I would say go for it. They're great. If you have questions, maybe you need to look into a different brand. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got on this one. There will be more to come, so, like, share, subscribe, all the neat YouTube stuff. You know how it goes by now. And I'll be back with another one.